You were instrumental in working with the community on the St Clair to St Kilda Coastal Plan with Dunedin City Council. Can you tell us what that was all about? What was the problem that needed fixing and the process you went through to develop the plan?
Thanks, Murray. Yeah, the Whakahiko Ki Aotearoa Takitai, the St Clair St Kilda Coastal Plan, is a project that is very close to my heart indeed. And I was very, very fortunate to be able to have worked on that in close collaboration with the Dunedin City Council. So we worked closely with the community to put them at the heart of this climate adaptation journey and taking them with us to improve resilience for the future. And as Rowana has said, it's more than just the physical things, but actually bringing community together in a way that they can talk within themselves to build some resilience as well. So the aim was to get community feedback early so that could guide the future technical work and the technical elements that have to happen at council, so that the council and the community were moving together in a similar direction. But there are some physical challenges at the coast. So there's one of a seawall at one end that's nearing the end of its life. There's in the middle at Moaroa, at the middle beach, there's a landfill which is very close to the dunes and behind the dune system, and they're facing erosion of that dune system as well. So we took time to meet with key parts of that community over two and a half years, and the approach really involved listening to the community first. And that was key to understanding what was important now and heading into the future. And rather than overemphasizing the case for change or what the hazards in climate change were too early, it was really about that listening first. But there were a number of phases to our engagement. So over the 2 years, we talked about, and some of you may be familiar with the dynamic adaptive pathway approach and the wheel, where you start with talking about what is happening and what matters most, moving into what we can do about it, and then looking at concluding with a draft plan at the end of that process. But through the different phases of engagement, which we had four of, we were continually reflecting on who we were hearing from, and more importantly, who we were not hearing from. So this meant that we were able to iterate and change our techniques to make sure that we were capturing the voices of that community. The community was diverse. There was a number of vulnerable people within the community that we also wanted to talk to. And just to give you a little bit of a lens on that too, it was during 2020 to 2021, which was incredibly difficult to get people together during a COVID pandemic. So we had a number of challenges that presented themselves to us. So iterating and reflecting on how comfortable people felt about getting together, having a multi-pronged approach so that people could also contribute online. And as soon as we could get out there, getting people together in the room was really important. One of the techniques that we found really useful was our printmaking sessions. So this is an arts activation that we got support from the University of Otago with, where people could come and create. The team could record meaning behind people's print creations, and we saw so many more families and whānau arrive at those events, young people, and those that could often find it difficult to express themselves through reading and writing could come and contribute to that process. So at the end of the coastal plan was focused on being also community friendly in terms of the way it was presented. So if you go online and you have a look at that document, it's not a traditional planning document. It's very colourful. It includes some of the community's prints within that. And we really very much wanted community to be able to pick up the document and be able to read it and see themselves within it as well.